Hello, my crafty friends. How is everyone doing today? Welcome. I'm here to do a flip through of these two little antique covered journals. These were made from antique books, so welcome. And let's just dive right in here. So I think I'm going to show you this one here, and then this one we'll go through quickly. They're, kind of the same because I made them at the same time, but they are not identical. So let me show you what I did. So as I described in the last two videos where I was working on these, I used antique book covers. This one was, I believe, if I remember right, 1913, and the other was 1914. And so you can see a little decoration here. There's a little button in the middle of they each have this little kind of doily on the cover. It's a sticker doily. If you didn't see the last two videos where I described this, they're made to go on mason jars and decorate a mason jar. I got them at a thrift store, and I never, used them or even saw them before. And I was like, I love them so much. Now when I run out, there was just one little pack of like 8 maybe stickers, like, some were smaller, some were like for corners, and some were like this. So yeah, when those are gone, or they're almost gone already, I'm gonna look and see if there's more out there because it was kind of an old looking package. So, but it was never used, or at least from what I could tell, it was never used. I don't think so. Really interesting, and I was just able to glue those on there with some art glitter glue. So really nice. They were stickers, but I wanted to make sure, and I like the way they look like doilies in there, but they're nice and flat. You know what I mean? So then I put a little tiny button there in the middle to decorate. I've got a pretty little lacy tassel here to go with the vintage. Since this is actual and antique cover, I did put gold on the outside as if I was distressing with the gold paint, gold metallic paint. I use that on the edges of the front and the back. Here's the back. Both of them have a very old grungy kind of looking. Actually, it's not just looking, it actually is old grungy measuring tape that I put here, and then this is a pretty piece of lace. As you can see, this one was more worn than that one, the other one, but they're from, one is only 1 year younger than the other as far as the copyright goes. You can see that they're spiral bound with or not really spiral, the metal coils here. I pulled out some of my laces and made a nice little vintagey tassel here. I've got some ribbons on there, and there's a little tag right here that you can write on if you want to write your name or the year, or maybe you're giving this as a gift and you want to put to from there. Another little piece here that says, this one says World Traveler, and a green ribbon because this is kind of I'm going to say khaki green cover. And so let's see, it's on a bullpen. It's got a little bronze a girl here with a bonnet because she's vintagey looking right here. And then it's also got one of my cabochons that I recently made, and it had the similar colors. This one has a map or a globe on it. It's on an antique large button, but it is a cabochon, and it is on there on the button as a charm. So I hung it from the same little notebook ring, and that is removable. And so, like, you can leave this as a little tassel, or you can take pieces off or cut pieces off and use the laces in the journal if you want. So that would be up to whoever gets the journals. So let's do a quick flip through here. And if you didn't see the last two videos, my junk journal playlist will be linked below, so you can go just click on that and just look at however many videos you want, just this one or whatever. Proceed to all, I have a lot in there of all the junk journals I work on. I put in that list. So this is a little library pocket that I made here. It's got a little tiny label right here that you can write on, and this is a vocabulary card, and it has writing space on the back. I added a little piece here that has lines on it, so you can write on that, and that is just in that library pocket. This is a file folder here on a piece of scrapbook paper, so it opens up. You can write or glue things inside of it, and it has a little tab on it. It's actual little file folder, and on the front of it I have a piece of This is a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera here that looks like a library card. So I like that little tab there. And then there's plenty of writing room or room to glue in what you would like into these journals. So here's the copyright. This one was 1913. And so here's the copyright and the page from this very book right here. Oh, let me show you the side view. A little bit of this. This is, I think I coffee dyed this eyelet trim here, or eyelet ruffle. So I don't know if I showed you the side already, but I've got 2 ruffles in there, and they just look, they don't stick out too far, but I think they really add something to the cover and to the just overall look of the journal. They just look like I think they look really beautiful. Just peeking out of the side there. And then on the back of that page, that is glued onto that cover or title page is glued onto 1 or 2 other book pages to make it nice and sturdy. I've got a little collage here. These are Tim Holtz pieces, and I thought those look so pretty on the text. And then there's plenty of room for you to glue something down here. This is just, I picked up an accounting book at a thrift store, and most of the pages weren't used, but some of them were used, and I actually like the used pages because usually if they're old, people, wrote neater. It's like people, I mean, I try to write neat these days when I write something in cursive, but people, from years ago, even if it wasn't, this is 1988, so that wasn't, like 1950s or 1930s or something. But even this little accounting book had some very beautiful printed, numerals in there. So you'll see some writing in it. It's in pencil, so you could erase it, but most of it doesn't have any writing on it on this page. So anyway, I cut those up and made some of those pages and made them into pages. We've got coffee dyed cardstock here. This is from a sewing pattern. I've got a little label sticker there that looks like a map. This is Tim Holtz paper here. Any of the double-sided scrapbook paper in these is from Tim Holtz, and the single-sided is from another scrapbook paper pad that I coffee dyed or avocado dyed, depending on what color it is. The pinkish hues you see are avocado dyed. So this is from another like activity book here. You'll see like what looks like math problems here, and just some Tim Holtz here, another Tim Holtz collage there. This is the avocado paper dyed paper, scrapbook paper that I was talking about here. Very beautiful, and here's the other side. Here I have a piece of coffee dyed cardstock, and this is just a little drilling spot. It's clipped on with a pretty little teardrop paper clip. And so you can take that off and, just leave it there in paper clip and write inside or glue it down somewhere, just whatever you want. Some more of that accounting paper with a little bit of writing there. Here's a pocket here decorated with a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, a little coin envelope decorated here, and in this I have a little sticker that you can put down somewhere if you would like. Let me see if I can get it out. This is a little sticker. It has lines on that you can write on, see, and you can put that down somewhere as a decoration, or you can even make it into a little pocket or something. But yeah, that's a fun little piece there. This is a fold-out piece of coffee dyed paper with a piece of ephemera that I used as a tab there, and you can see you have all this writing room there. And then on the back here I have a belly band with a little envelope, and it is not glued shut, so you can glue it shut if you want and make it into an envelope, or you can there's lines inside. I thought these were so cool because that's why I didn't glue them down. I was like, wow, these are really cool because there's lines in here meant for, writing in there, so you have just a private little drilling spot there, but it does look like an envelope, or you could use this somewhere. It says to there. So another little thing, you could actually use it as a little gift tag if you wanted. This is some of the scrapbook paper here, and then some more of that activity book tracing paper on the next page right here. This is the avocado dyed scrapbook paper. This is a little piece of stationery that I made to look like an envelope. There's a piece of ephemera glued on the flap here, and then you can open up that and write in there some more private journaling. or just, you can just hide something in there, maybe, you know, whatever. Use your imagination. This is some stamping I did here in this journal on this page with some rubber stamps. Music book, a page here that this is naturally aged. I didn't coffee dye this. This is another little writing spot. I just flipped over the page here and clipped it on with a little, another teardrop paper clip. It's pretty scrapbook paper. There's some more rubber stamping there. Some more of that activity book, scrapbook paper. I think it's really pretty. I tried to choose colors that would look really pretty in here. This is a little sticker. And this is a Tim Holtz paper doll. We did this together, I believe, and this made her into a tuck spot. And there's just two little pieces of ephemera that I made. Here, you know, my own handmade ephemera. I try to use as much of that as I can because I have made so many ephemera pieces that I need to use them in a journal. So here we have a pocket. So there's actually two pockets here. So you see this one here, and I've got a little button card that I made out of a game card. This was the instruction card from a vintage old maid game that we made. I did this on video, made this into a button card, and then this is a little card that we decorated together one time on a video where these were just, I forget if there was initials or just a blank spot there, but we decorated it and covered it up with this little decoration here. And there's a writing space in there, so that's just a little card. And those are in here. And then on the pocket here, we have another little, let me get that in there, a little piece of ephemera that I left as a little tiny pocket. So it's a double pocket here. And in here I have two tiny, tiny tags. So this is a super tiny tag here. Can't even get a hold of it, it's so tiny, but I have a little die that cuts these little tags. So cute, right? And then this is a little price tag that you can use. You can glue it down somewhere, you can just write on it. It's just a fun little thing. So those are tucked in there. Two little tiny, tiny mini tags. This is where I did some stenciling. I thought that I love this stencil, so I used it in both of these journals, different parts of it. So, you know, both of these journals are unique, even though they have similar things, they are not the same. Scrapbook paper here. This is Tim Holtz. And each journal has two of these fold outs, and here I did a little stamp collage with, you know, actual postage stamps and that I've saved, and a little postmark rubber stamp I put over those. And then here's the other side with a little decoration there that says memories. Tracing paper, pretty scrapbook paper. Here's the second ruffle here with this lined paper from the accounting book. Some pretty paper. This is avocado dyed. Another pretty piece of paper. And another pretty piece of paper. And then in the back pocket here, I have, let me figure out how to show you this. I've got two pockets here too. So we've got the library pocket here. And then this is a little envelope where it's a little mini envelope. I made these quite a few years ago now, and this is from a digital kit that is from Studio 28E, Sheree Smear, and she has a digital kit of coffee dyed paper, and it's like a lace dyed coffee dyed paper, and these were little envelopes in that digital kit, and I think I shrank them down and made them this small. I don't think they were this small, but I made them this small because I wanted some little cute little envelopes. So I have a few of these left from my digital design team days, and I just put these are coffee dyed tickets here, and this is an actual vintage ticket. So they're actual tickets, but one has been coffee dyed. So that's in the main pocket. And then I had this is the second little tuck spot here where I just tucked in this little piece of ephemera that can be used as a decoration somewhere. So if you get one of these journals, when you get to the back, it's harder to flip it back this way, but if you flip it back this way, then they close easier. So anyway, I'll get that, there it goes. And I have a little goodie bag. I'll show you the goodie bag on the second one. We're going to flip through that one really quick, but I have a little, this is a coffee dyed envelope. So you can decorate this and use this somewhere, or you could actually cut this up and use it as a coffee dyed paper. So yeah, just a good idea there. You could cut the flap off and use it as a tuck spot. Just lots of ways to use a coffee dyed envelope. So they will each come with that coffee dyed envelope. So here's the second one. So I won't describe everything here, but I'll just show it to you real quick. The tassel, the front and the back, you can see is decorated the same with the gold. It has the gold metallic paint on it. It's the goodie bag for that one. So we'll do a quick little flip through without me taking out, I'm not going to take out anything here, but I'll show you how this one is. As you can see, very similar. So we'll just go through this one really quick. Here's the little envelope with the sticker in it. A little decoration there. A decoration here. A rubber stamp. A tab. That goes this way, and then you turn it. It goes this way. Belly band with that envelope that opens up. A fold over piece here that is clipped on, and you can, there's journaling space on the other side. The tracing paper and all the pretty scrapbook papers. Here's the stenciling in this one that I did in this one. I love that stencil. I'm going to say that every time. This isn't a stationery like the other one that's folded into an envelope. And this one also has two ruffles. The little button card, and this one has a little piece of ephemera here. I went through all my little mini ephemera box, and this is a button card. This one has a bird on it. I think this is from the Old Maid. Yeah, this is from the Old Maid game also. I had two cards in there. One was instructions, and one is this with just a listing of all the different games that this particular company makes, I guess. And so those two pieces are in there. And then I got the two little mini tags in here too, with the second little tuck spot, just like the other one. Here's the Tim Holtz paper doll tuck spot in this one with, when I made these tags, I called them luggage tags because I put this little piece of fabric on here. It's sewn on. It has a little metal D-ring on it. And then this is a little piece of fabric that flips up. I think this is the last one I have that I made. I just made a few of those, and I think that was the last one, so I tucked that in there. Little decoration there. Coffee dyed scrapbook paper, tracing paper. This is the Tim Holtz double-sided, one of them. Little decoration here. This is journal. This is another tuck spot here. I mean, another fold out here with the stamp collage in this one. And it has a rubber stamp over it too. This one has a number 2 on it. Some of the accounting paper. This is the stamping I did in this one. And when I talked about the stamping, I think I talked about it in the first or second, probably the second video I did on these journals, and said I did it on purpose to not look perfect, so it would look like an old, worn out page for this particular, antique covered journal. Pocket here with the card that I showed you in the other one is another card, one of these little cards that I made on video. Little decoration here. And then the pocket in this one, the back pocket has that same envelope with the same tickets. And then in this little extra tuck spot here, I have a little tag that you can write on or do whatever. It says airmail. So cute little tag just tucked in here. And that is that journal. So I will show you, let me show you the little button charm here on this one. This one also has a little map on it. I think these are really pretty. And the little girl is on here too. Same as the other one. Similar laces and everything. A little piece of ribbon and everything, just like I did in the other one. So those can be taken off and used if you want. So here's one of the goodie packs. They're very similar, so I'll just show you one. Coffee dyed envelope, like I said, that can be cut apart and used as writing spots or whatever, or decorated, or whatever you want to do. And in here I just have a few little extra pieces. Let's see, what do I have? I have a little piece of upholstery fabric, little square that's been cut with pinking shears. Just some little pieces of ephemera. They're both different. They don't have the same things, but similar. Like they both have this, but just little pieces of ephemera. Like I only had one of these, so I didn't put one in both. But just the same number of pieces are in both. So that little, just a little quote, just a little, I was using up scraps, and this was a piece of ledger, and that had, so that's a little rubber stamp there. So I just made these into like little writing spots that you can glue in somewhere or just tuck in somewhere. This one has a vintage postcard. The other one has a vintage game card in it. So yeah, that. They both have this little dictionary, little mini dictionary page, which I think are cool. They both have this little gold kind of journaling card, or you can put this down as a tab. You can cut it up. You can punch it, shapes out of it, just whatever. They both have the 2 copies of this guest check, because I think these are great to glue, use for writing spots. If you have a page you want to write on, but it has a pattern on it, you can glue one of these down and use it as a writing spot. But it has the yellow and the the first and second copy of a guest check in both of the envelopes. And they both have a postage stamp in there, an actual postage stamp that I cut off of an envelope. And then they both have 3 random stickers from a little sticker pack I have. These little, that has little tickets and coupons and things in it like this. Really cute and really kind of vintagey looking. So I think those are really neat. Love those. So anyway, I think all those little pieces can be a lot of fun. And so I hope you enjoyed the making and the flip through of these little journals. I loved making them, and I loved putting those book covers, those old book covers. That one I found at a thrift store. This one, Lorna Doone, I found at a thrift store a while ago. And this one I said my dad gave me when I was down visiting in Florida this year, just in the second week of December, and somebody gave it to him, and because they didn't know what to do with it, and my dad didn't know what to do with it, and he's like, hey, maybe you can use this, and I was like, yes, I can. And here it is. It made now already into a little cute little adorable journal. So I'm going to put these in my eBay shop. When you see this video, they will be in there unless they're sold. And let me tell you that they are approximately 4 inches wide. So they're small, 4 inches wide by, let's see, 5 3/4 inches tall. So they are cute and small, but they are chunked full of goodies and pages. There's about 30 pages. One might have 29, one might have 27, something like that. I lost count as you can see, they are full. So it's not like I could put any more in here. They are little chunky monkeys. So anyway, thoroughly enjoyed making those into useful little books for someone to enjoy. And so I'll be on to my next project. Stay tuned on my channel. If you're not subscribed, just hit that subscribe button and you'll get a notification of my next videos and what my next project will be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.